There's two basic stitches in knitting, and that is the knit stitch and the purl stitch. If you do your work all with knit stitch, you get a garter stitch. If you do all your rows using purl stitch, you will also get a garter stitch. But when you start alternating knit and purl, that's when you get the different patterns. You can do rib and stocking stitch and stuff like that. But we're just going to show you the garter stitch using a knit stitch first. So you've cast on, insert your hook. Now when you're casting on, you inserted your hook, I'm so used to crochet, your needle in between the two stitches. But when you start actually knitting rows, you insert your hook, still saying hook, needle into the stitch itself, underneath the left hand needle. Hook your yarn over, and this time when you're casting on, you would put that onto the needle, but this time you push that old stitch off, and again. I'm just turning it over so you can see. Into that stitch, wrap the yarn round the needle and pull it through, and then knock that old stitch off. Into the stitch on your left hand needle, wrap the yarn round, pull it through, knock that stitch off. Into the stitch, wrap it round, pull it through, knock it off. We used to say when I was at school, in, over, through, off. In, over, through, off. In, over, through, off. And you carry on right to the end. In, over, through, off. 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 Into the last one, in, over, through, off, and then you simply swap hands. So you put your right hand needle into your left hand needle into your right hand, wrap the yarn round your right hand again, and do the same again. In, over, through, off. Keep doing that row after row, and you'll get a garter stitch. Garter stitch is nice and stretchy. It stays nice and flat. It's a good stitch for making scarves. Okay. Swap hands again. Wrap it round your fingers. In, over, through, off. In, over, through, off. I'm not a fast knitter, I'm not a great knitter. I can knit. You'll probably end up doing better than me. A lot slower than crochet, and also with knitting it's very easy to, if you do drop a stitch, it's quite difficult to get your stitches back on the needle again. With crochet you don't have that problem, but you do get a much tighter fabric than with crochet. And then you get this nice stretchy garter stitch fabric. over, through, off, in, over, through, off, in. I'll just do that slowly again. In, over, through, off, in, over, through, off, in, over, through, off. And as you're knitting and this gets a bit longer, you just hook your thumb up over your underneath your fabric and hold it all in your hand there. There you go. Quite stretchy.